The family of a deceased pregnant woman is seeking answers from the Noel Holmes Hospital in Lucy, Hanover, after the woman died in care of the facility. Anthony Lugg explains.
Sakil Stewart in happier times. The 25-year-old was looking forward to giving birth to her first child on October 12, but tragedy struck. What was to be a regular checkup at the Noel Holmes Hospital in Hanover ended in the family's worst nightmare.
I cannot believe I allowed this, and this is not a cost of money.
The family was called into the hospital for a meeting on Wednesday, but the information they were hoping to get was not forthcoming.
So it's just like they're just sending their condolence to us, because not providing any information is no comfort or no, it's just not enough for us.
According to the family, Sakil was admitted last Thursday after her checkup because her blood pressure was high. Romario Murray shared a conversation they had on Saturday.
She then called me and said, they ain't go induce me money, but me not sure because I want girl pass and tell me. I say, all right, confirm me from them if something goes off true. Then they did provide information that they will induce her on Monday, because the baby is the reason why the pressure keep going up. It's not going to come down, so they cannot discharge her. They gave her a paper to sign. She sent me a voice note that she signed a paper and she do not know what the paper was for. She then tell me that she asked our nurse and them tell her say the paper is for induce.
He says he visited her later that day and she was in good spirits. However, after he left, she complained about shortness of breath and asked to be transferred to the Savlamar Hospital, but that did not happen. They thought things returned to normal until they got a call Monday night.
She coughed blood, and after coughing blood, it just happened like that. She just passed.
In the blink of an eye?
Yes, in the blink of an eye. That was the word the man used.
Did they try to take the baby from her?
Never tried. They don't have a C-section doctor here. They don't have a gynecologist here to do a C-section. That is what I said to them. You are trying to induce her. She meet complications, and you don't have the doctors that can do a C-section. Who to say that the child passed along with the mother at the same time? Nobody can say that.
The family now awaits the outcome of the autopsy to be conducted in a few days. Until then, Romario Scott clings to memories and pictures like this one.
My first child and my baby mother, so I'm not even get a chance to try again. Try to get the next week because I lose both of them one time.
For her brother,
majority of our plans were planned with both of us. So seeing that she had passed left me, it's really a tough situation.
We sought a response from the hospital and was told by a senior official that the death of the young woman is now the subject of an investigation. Our news team also received information that the hospital does not have the capacity to do C-sections. This means that expectant mothers in the need of C-sections are transferred to either Savlamar Hospital or Cornwall Regional Hospital.
I have 2 other children coming up. I have also young friends for my son. And we need proper doctor here to help to assist them.
Anthony Lugg, TVJ News.
Meanwhile, a woman who says her dead baby was buried without her consent is also seeking answers from the Noel Holmes Hospital.
Salvi Perry's newborn died at home on January 20, just 2 days after she gave birth. If that wasn't traumatic enough, Miss Perry had to endure the rigors of a police investigation, which revealed that there was no foul play involved in the baby's death. It was now left to the hospital to conduct an autopsy to determine the cause. That, however, has been fraught with delays.
After a month passed by, I went there to wait for the autopsy because they told me I have to do an autopsy to show what the cost of the baby did. After hearing, I went there a month and checked. They said no autopsy because of the coronavirus. I wait and wait. I go back there. They tell me there's still no report coming yet for me to hear about any autopsy.
Fast forward to September. Miss Perry says she was initially told the baby's body was being stored at a funeral home. When she went there, it wasn't. And so it was back to the hospital where she says she was told,
if me no hear say the baby buried without my consent already, that was the approach I get. Say the baby buried already without my consent.
So no autopsy?
No autopsy has done nothing, so I want to know what's going on.
Ms. Perry adds that the agony of losing her baby, not being able to bury her, and not getting answers from the hospital has been stressful.
It's my baby father's first girl. And I have already made funeral preparation with the funeral parlor to bury my baby. I made dresses. I go ahead and do a lot of things. And now I haven't heard anything about the baby all now.
We contacted a senior official at the hospital who at the time of our call said he was busy and promised to call back. Up to news time, he hadn't. Meanwhile, time has barely stood still for the couple with 2 months to go to the anniversary of their beloved daughter's death. And given the lack of response from the hospital, hope for closure is fading.